Hey, what is up guys, this is Jamie from Model Kit Central, and today I'm going to be doing another Gundam model unboxing video. And as you can see, I have the 1/100 scale Master Grade Infinite Justice Gundam from the Gundam Seed Destiny series. Now, to start off this unboxing, let's look around the box. So, for starters, the box art is very nice, taken from episode 43 if I recall from Gundam Seed Destiny. I haven't watched the series in a while, so I actually can't be sure about that, so if anyone wants to quote me in the comments below, then feel free. Comments are appreciated. And it's in a very nice pose, I can give it that. Bandai did a pretty good job, and yeah, definitely points to them for a pretty cool looking box art. So if I raise the camera just a little bit, as you can see, we have the Gundam Seed Destiny certified logo, which pretty much just says that this model kit is a certified product of the Gundam Seed Destiny model kit line. And then we've got the Master Grade logo here, the Gundam Seed, and then all along this side here we pretty much just have the code number for the Infinite Justice as well as its name. And then, of course, we have some Japanese kanji down here, and this kit was released back in 2008, and of course made in Japan. And there is the Bandai logo there. So, looking at the side of the box real quick, we have the weapons. So we got the double-sided beam saber, and now of course we got the beam boomerang that comes out of its shield. The beam boomerang can also be used attached inside the shield to make a shield blade, and then of course we do get a grappling hook here. So yeah, that's a pretty cool gimmick. And now of course we've got the clear blue shield on its physical shield, and then we've got the front view of the Infinite Justice, some information regarding the Infinite Justice, the cockpit feature that this kit has, and then of course we've got the minifigure, and then of course we've got the rear view of the Infinite Justice, and then we've got the backpack flying unit, and then of course the gimmicks that are on this too. So you can see that this is pretty much the selling point of the kit. And then of course on this side, pretty much the same kind of information we've already seen on the front cover of the box. And then on this side here, we pretty much have the Infinite Justice in a dynamic pose, details on the head. We've also got the beam effect parts that can be attached to the legs to give it beam sabers on its legs. And then of course there's a gimmick in regards to the legs there, the hips from what I can tell. And then we got some marking decals. There's more gimmicks with the cannons being able to go up and down. And then of course we got some attachment points for the backpack. And then of course we got some shifting armor plates on the legs, so when you bend it, it pretty much just shifts. And then of course we've got similar thing with the Extreme Blast Mode Destiny that I just did a unboxing on, a showdown display, which is the Destiny fighting against the Infinite Justice like it did in the anime. And then of course you can see here it also has that exact same gimmick where you can pull a tab on the back and pretty much allow for its upper torso to pivot backwards, and then a straight build of the kit right here with the runners, the beam effect part weapon lineups, and pretty much just the marking decals, the dry transfers, and then some extra parts as well as a display base additional part. So pretty much to mount this guy on an action base or one of the other bases that you may have gotten from either the Destiny or the Strike Freedom. And now of course we've got some copyright stuff here, the illustrator, and then the barcode with the price. And that is pretty much it for the tour around the box. So let's take a look at the contents of this kit. So removing the lid from the box, we are presented with a load of runners. So the first bag with the one runner is of course the A runner here, and we have the majority of the yellow parts, this maroon like pink color which looks pretty nice, clear parts here, and then we've also got these green parts, and then of course we've got the 4 stickers, the dry transfers, and the marking stickers back there. So yeah, pretty good looking. And of course we've got the V fin there too. So yep, pretty standard. So then we have the next bag, which has 2 runners, and then we also have this very nice looking clear blue shield Look at that. Looks very nice. And then of course we've got the grey parts for the beam rifle, and then parts of the detailings for most of the miscellaneous parts here, as you can tell, and some joints. And then on the back here we have mostly parts for the flying unit, of course. Then we have this bag, which contains 2 runners, which is mainly for the dark pink armor parts, mostly for the legs and for the arms from what I can tell. And of course these are identical runners, so yeah, pretty much the same stuff. Then we have this bag here, which contains 2 runners, which contains more parts for the pink armor. And we can see parts for the head too. And of course on the back we have the grey parts. It actually looks a bit silvery from here, and it's mostly all for like the internal frame joints and stuff like that. And the internal frame itself as well. You can see some parts of the feet there, and then we got some fingers too, as well as the manipulators. Then for this bag we have 2 runners. We have the Polycap runner, which is in silver, just like the Extreme Blast Mode Destiny. And then on this side we have darker grey parts, and this is mostly for the darker grey parts on the Infinite Justice for the outer armor. We then have this bag of runners, which is pretty much consistent of all of the internal frame silver parts. And they are of course identical runners, so they look exactly the same, so nothing different there. Then of course we've got a smaller bag of white runners here, which is pretty much identical, and these are probably for the white detailings for the legs and so on. Of course these are identical because they're both the D tree, so yep. And then of course we have this bag, which has 2 runners, 1 runner of silver, and then of course we got the long beam sabers with the glitter in it. Looks very nice. And these are mostly parts for like the backpack flying unit. And then of course the last bag of runners, which contains all of the beam effect parts for the legs, as well as the parts for the weapons, and then on the back parts for the wings for the flying unit, as well as the stand connector parts. So yeah, and that is pretty much it for the runner lineup. And of course down the bottom we of course have the manual. So moving the box out the way, let's just take a look at the manual. Pretty much the same as what we got with the Strike Freedom and the Destiny Gundam. Pretty much all of the Master Grades from the Seed line are very similar. And on the inside we pretty much have the same kind of setup. So we have the mobile suit bio. We got some details of what each part of the mobile suit is called. So it's the introduction, how to assemble the kit, how to apply dry transfer decals, and then the do's and don'ts. And then of course the page numbers for where each of the parts are assembled. And of course on this page we pretty much just have the runner lineup, so just to kind of check that everything is here, and if not then you've got the order sheet, but unfortunately that can only be used in Japan, so if you're out of the country, again, you're out of luck. And then of course we pretty much just start the construction with the torso, and then we pretty much just work our way through to the head, which also has the head bio here. And then we got the arms, attaching the arms to the main body, the legs, and then showing you the runners required to build the legs. And then of course we have the leg assembly, the waist assembly, then of course we have more of the waist assembly, putting the legs together, and then the final assembly of the main unit, as well as the beam sabers for the side skirts. And then we got the backpack bio. Then we've got the color splash page with scenes from the anime. And then of course down here we pretty much just have a display image, so you can, you know, pretty much pull off scenes from the anime as we've seen, and of course how to make the Infinite Justice look better with some detail on it. And on this side, just a painting guide at the top, so what colors you'll need to paint this guy up. And then of course we have pretty much poses and gimmicks that this model kit can pull off. And then yeah, and of course we just pretty much move on to the assembly for the backpack unit. And then yeah, it looks pretty tedious from the looks of things, but I'll get over it. And then pretty much once the wings are assembled, you can pretty much just put the backpack onto the main unit itself, so attaching it there. And then of course we've got the weapon assembly, so the shield, the beam rifle, and yeah, that is pretty much it for the assembly of the weapons. And then of course it does show you how to attach the effect parts onto the beam boomerang and the beam saber down here, and how to attach the weapons onto the main unit itself, and how to use the grappling hook. And then of course, as we can see here, how to put the wings up to give it that iconic pose, and then how to attach it to a display base, as well as displaying the wings out. And then how to put the beam effect parts into the legs. And then on the back, pretty much just showing you how to combine the beam sabers, which requires an extra piece. And then yeah, and then the final pose that you can pull off with this kit. And then down here, how you can pretty much just, from the looks of it, adjust the positioning of the back skirt. And then of course we got the marking decal guide, and then how to apply decals onto the backpack as well. And then on the back, pretty much we have the standard Infinite Justice the frontal image, just to show what the kit looks like, fully detailed up by a pro. So yeah, and yeah, that is pretty much it for this unboxing, guys. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if you want to watch more of my videos and keep up with the future videos, then do be sure to subscribe, as that way you'll be notified as soon as I upload videos. And that is about it, guys. So look out for newer videos, as I should have some coming up soon. So that is about it, guys, and I will see you in the next video. So this is Jamie from Model Kit Central, signing out.